Hi everyone, I wanted to show you the attestations at our building. We have 5 attestation areas for students to be at when they're coming in for school, whether it's at 8:45 or 12:45. So the AM students can be on campus at 8:45, school starts at 8:55, or if they're in the PM class, they can be on campus at 12:45 and school starts at 12:55. So at our school, for example, door 1 over by the flagpole, door 1 has some yellow dots over there, and that is where all the second graders will come into school either in the morning or at 12:45. So door 1 is for our second graders only to come in. There's a person there who will take their attestation form that you've got already completed from the day, and they will bring that into that person who's there at that health check area. Door 2, which is the front door here, the front door is door 2. You can see it has red triangles for students to be spaced out apart. Door 2 is for students coming in for Mrs. Fungoni's first grade classroom or our third grade students when they come in. So first grade Mrs. Fungoni only, and then third grade when they start coming in. And then also at door 2, because it is the front door, there may be some parents that want to talk with our office staff. So this door will be closed to you until all the students come in. But once all the students have come in, then parents will be able to check with us in the office if they've got some things that they have questions about or they want to share. We'll have an area off to the side for parents, a designated area for you to wait until we get all of our kids in. So about 9 o'clock, we'll have all of our kids in, and we would let parents be able to have a conversation with our office. Or at 1 o'clock, once all of our kids are in, again, parents would be able to come in one at a time into the office if you've got things to drop off, questions, paperwork, those kinds of things. You're invited in at that time, but first, our main objective is to get kids into school, into the building, and into their classrooms. So this is where, again, Mrs. Fungoni's class would come and third graders would come. When fourth and fifth graders get here, they will go down to the car pickup area. Where the car pickup area, that's called door 3. They will go to door 3, fourth and fifth graders, to go right upstairs in their classrooms. And then around the corner, past the bark area down there, that's where all of our kindergartners have been going. They'll still go in the same area. And then we'll have our first grade classrooms from Miss Smith's class, and Miss Schott's class will be going in from that park area around the corner when they start coming in. So those are the 5 attestation areas, and I wanted to show you what happens when a student comes to the attestation. So here is the health check area. This will be right at the door, and I'm gonna kind of set this up for you. It's a little windy out here. But I wanted to let you know there's a process that they will go through when your child comes to the door. The very first thing is all people on campus have to have a mask, adults and kids. So your kids need to be masked up. Help remind them it's on the chin, mouth, and above the nose. So all students will need to come in with their cloth mask. You can see we have a little higher grade mask that we use working with kids. We have KN95 masks or the 3-ply surgical masks that we use working with kids. But all kids will have to have their cloth mask over their whole face, nose, mouth, and chin. Then they will give the attestation form completely filled out by you to the person at the attestation. That person will review everything and make sure everything is filled out completely. If your child comes without an attestation form, they'll be directed to go to the end of the line until all the other students who have theirs completed come in, and then we will work with them to help fill out the attestation. It's much more difficult, obviously, to ask young children if they have COVID symptoms, if they've been around somebody with COVID, than it is for you to fill out the form. So if you don't fill one out, we will have kids go to the end of the line. We will ask them the questions and help them, but The bottom line is we will call you and we'll be asking you to fill out the attestations and not us. It's more accurate for you to do it when your kids get up in the morning to take their temperature and complete the attestation form. So once masks are on, they have their attestation form, we look at that, that's all correct. We then do a temperature check. Right here at the attestation, we have our own thermometers. We do a temperature check to make sure that students are still without a 100.1 or above temperature to come in the building. Once that's done, we then give each student a squirt of hand sanitizer. They'll get their hand sanitizer. That's their first time that they'll have their hands disinfected or cleaned for the day, and then they will walk to their classrooms. They will not cross any of the other attestation groups of kids coming in the building. Wherever they're coming in, they'll only be with that group of students, and they'll go right to their classroom where their teachers will be located. We've got signs up, we've got people up. We will help them, especially in the very beginning, to understand that routine. But that's the attestation routine. Again, it starts with them being masked up, standing in line 6 feet apart, having their attestation form ready from you, coming to us. We see they've got their mask on. We look and make sure the form is totally, completely filled out. We do a temperature check. We give them a hand sanitizer squirt, and we send them in and make sure they're heading to the right direction where they're supposed to go. So that's what an attestation looks like. Again, please work with your child on this, and probably the biggest thing to help your child is for you to complete fully the attestations before they leave home, including a temperature check. Thanks.